Community and Composting, together again at the 5th Annual Compost Fest, sponsored by Missouri Organic Recycling and hosted by KC Farm School. On May 9th, 2026, a team led by Stan Slaughter from Missouri Organic, along with Alicia Ellingsworth and Lydia Nebel of KC Farm School, plus many volunteers, hosted this year's Compost Fest on the Common Ground Farm at KC Farm School. Missouri Organic sponsors Compost Fest because understanding how to recycle organic material is important for the community to know, and they want to encourage the entire city to compost. For the past 5 years, Compost Fest has celebrated KC's composting community by inviting farms and organizations to share what they do and invite participants to dig in and learn to compost. The Compost Fest has hands-on activities, information booths, a chance to build a compost pile, meet and greet opportunities with worms and black soldier flies, plus an active compost pile where a person can feel the heat. A big reason for the success of Compost Fest is the generous hospitality provided by KC Farm School. KC Farm School is a great community partner that grows food and teaches people how to grow food, providing education for people of all ages, ancestries, and abilities. KC Farm School hosts a farm stop market 3 days every week throughout the growing season. Hosting Compost Fest brings a regional crowd on farm, expands visibility, and furthers their mission of hands-on education. Along with booths and exhibits from more than 20 local groups, this year's Compost Fest featured the giant puppet play Microbes, Always and Everywhere by Marty Kraft and Joanne McMillan of Flying Heart Theater. The colorful puppets, songs, and script portrayed the presence and importance of the tiny life forms that help us in so many ways. Through humor, music, story, and audience participation, a familiarity emerges as the play unfolds, helping to dispel phobias about the unseen world. Dr. Detritus Dung Beetle was a key figure in the play. Another feature at Compost Fest was the building of the perfect pile. Stan Slaughter demonstrated the steps to building a good working pile and the wide range of ingredients that can be composted. The build continued into the afternoon, and all the ingredients were up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit in 3 days. Jacob Chapman's mushroom log build proved popular. He brought white oak logs for shiitakes, black walnut for lion's mane, and cottonwood for oysters. A true do-it-yourself project, attendees drilled the holes, inoculated with mushroom spore, and sealed the holes with paraffin. If the logs are kept in a damp environment, they can produce mushrooms for up to 3 years. This year's biochar burn used a specially constructed chamber called a flame cap kiln. The goal is to avoid the wood turning to ash and keep it as charcoal. The flame cap keeps oxygen away from the volume of wood below, causing it to bake into biochar. Sid Shelby Robertson led the burn with a small crew of volunteers throughout the morning. After they quenched the fire with water, they had produced about 6 cubic feet of biochar. The tiny pores in biochar provide a home for water, nutrients, and microbial life when added to the soil. Drought resilience is one of biochar's advantages. The Feel the Heat demonstration was popular with attendees. Signage on the display guided visitors through the process of feeling the hot temperatures in a working compost pile. Marty Kraft, aka Dr. Dung Beetle, talked people through the equipment and building of a Johnson Sioux composter. The Johnson Sioux process creates a soil amendment with a high concentration of fungal spores. This type of compost can quickly boost fungal populations and the benefits they provide. Marty is one of the region's compost superheroes, having built 79 Johnson Sioux composters all across the region. For the first time, the Miami County Soil Tunnel Trailer set up and gave participants the feel of walking through the active root zone of the soil. Danielle Holler, Casey Popejoy, and Gretchen Soyski hosted the booth and answered questions. Cassie Everly of Good Oak LLC brought her young bull, Redbud, a milking Devon. Heritage breeds like the Devons are important in regenerative agriculture and can help improve soil rapidly. Redbud is an ambassador for the story of transforming soil with grazing animals. Sarah Meyerhofer, Katie White, Alden Norberg, and CEO Kevin Anderson from Missouri Organic Recycling demonstrated worm composting, showed off their product offerings, and fielded lots of questions about the company and its processes. Missouri Organic is a 33-year-old family-owned business that completes the organic waste cycle for the Kansas City region. They process huge volumes of woody waste into mulch, plus they compost 70 tons of food waste per day. 70 tons of food waste per day. With 5 locations and 82 employees, MOR is the largest compost operation in our region. Holly Votes of Compost Collective KC brought their booth and 5 cubic yards of the compost that they make from food waste on Herbivore Farm. The gardeners in the crowd took home all the good stuff they could carry. Together, Compost Collective KC and Herbivore Urban Farm demonstrate the food waste management system of the future. Small to medium compost facilities sited throughout the region can complete the waste-to-resource cycle efficiently. Director of the Johnson County Community College Sustainable Agriculture Program, Claire Zimmerman, provided microbiometer soil tests on demand for a small donation. The test results over the last several years are providing valuable data. JCCC showcases a 2-year degree in sustainable agriculture, a composter for all the food waste on campus, and the open pedal demonstration farm. Darian and Nicolette from the Kansas City Urban Farm Co-op brought their black soldier fly larvae and demonstrated how to care for them. Using black soldier flies to process organic waste is a promising technology with some amazing benefits. Karen Ramsey of KC Can Compost presented the story of their education and food waste collection efforts. KC Can Compost is leading the way on bringing drop-off kiosks for food waste in Kansas City. David Haken entertained with environmental songs, information about the Global Pachamama Alliance, along with tips on eating to lessen one's carbon footprint. Claire Modrell from Urban Produce Push explained how UPP has expanded their mission from gleaning and distributing food to growing the produce themselves now. Bill Price and Evan Epperson represented the Kansas Permaculture Institute, bringing their unique perspective on sustainability. Emily Kovar of Cultivate KC brought news about the plethora of programs Cultivate KC operates throughout the metro. Cultivate is one of the oldest and most visible of our region's leaders. Claire Sinovic told of the newly reestablished KC Food Circle and their successful local food expo. The K-State Extension Master Gardeners and Master Naturalists booth together to tell their stories. Mickey Gallagher of Farmyard KC brought produce to sell and information about a regional elderberry co-op that he's helping to form for all the elderberry farmers in the region. Nova Clark from the Meridazine National Wildlife Refuge brought skins and skulls from wild creatures for kids and adults to learn from. Every year, the list of exhibitors, presenters, and participants grows larger, and we all learn from each other at the Compost Fest. Our region, Kansas City Metro, is a shining example of steady progress in creating a sustainable food system. That's a wrap on Compost Fest 5. Thanks for watching.
Help me go from all used stuff to new. Why don't you put me in the compost pile?